Mm-hmm. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And this is our play with your body weight and strength class. We're going to get a nice warm-up going, starting with our breath, warm up our wrists, get into some squat and some balances, and ultimately get upside down if you want.
Right
Lots
on.
of options if you don't want to do that. Ian, take it away.
So this class does go by many names, but we advocate that you add play to your day, and it can start right now, but we'll start with that warm-up first. Assemble yourself in your sumo stance or your first position. Personalize this as we start today. We'll explore both of those later. Hands gently clasped behind the back. At the head neck, very lightly, chin tucked towards the sternum. Very casually or lightly as well here. Look towards the ceiling. Return to center, looking straight ahead. As we flex the chin, head, neck down, crown of head goes high. Pull the chin down to assist it going up. Handstands are a little bit rules of opposites here. So as we go up, we're pulling down, and then we're going to pull down on the front as the chin goes back up. Repeat that one more time. We're pulling the chin to the sternum as it lifts, and then pulling the chin back down as the head goes up. Finish facing center. Nice and slow with those hands behind the back. Just add gentle rotations with that same idea in mind. Pull and push at that head neck. Add some nice rotation through center. Does it sound like Rice Krispies? If it did, maybe there's some strawberries on it. And last one, or in my case, brown sugar. Look to center and return. Wiggle out those arms.
Never been a Rice Krispies fan.
No. Special K?
Only in marshmallow squares.
Ooh, marshmallow squares are good. Palms facing forward at the shoulders, elevate or shrug, and then press down. Elevate or shrug, and press down. Protract round forward, retract to the back, protract forward, and retract back. Shake it out. Now put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Take a safe, big belly breath in. Create room, filling up against the hand. Exhale, pulling the belly button to your spine. Repeat one more time. Breath into the belly. Breath out. Now keep that belly button pulled in and breathe into the chest. Exhale. Repeat one more. Breath into the chest. Belly button stays pulled in or calm down. And exhale. Come back to the breath in just a second. Picking up with those shoulders, arms at your sides, shoulders shrug and then pull down. Reach towards the front, towards the T shape as we then open up out to the side. It always looks like we're closer here than we are. And from here, rotate in those shoulders, pull the hands towards the back, and then pull through the shoulder blades to return the hands to the sideline. Elevate the shoulders once, pull them back down, extend the shoulder out the back, rotate those palms to forward, and by pulling down on those armpits, let's go towards your T or perhaps your Y as we go overhead and pull ourselves back down to center. One hand belly, one hand chest, but this time, let's slide that rib cage, in this case to my left. Return center. Slide a little stickier to the side, to the right. And then just a couple more. Can you feel those abdominals work? Some of them are acting as the brake, and others are that gas foot that helps you move laterally like this. Shake it out. Really shake it out. Stay loose. Let's get to the floor. Lauren will pick up with the arms and shoulders, including those wrists. How are we going to get down?
We're going to use our nice hinge, extend our hamstrings. So gently with your feet slightly wider than your hips, press your hips back, feeling some load and awakenness through those hamstrings and glutes. Then slowly tip yourself forward, come on down to your knees. And then as we put our hands down, let's place our hands down through our fingertips and then through our first knuckles and then down so the palms are down on the floor now. Our hands right now are underneath our shoulders. Our hands are underneath our shoulders. Right now, gently shrug your shoulders like they will be in your handstand and then pull them down. And repeat that again. Shrug your shoulders and pull them down. Last one, shrug, pull down. Now with those shoulders pulled down, which way are your blood donations facing? Try to face them forward. And then keeping those shoulders down, can you rotate them so they spin backwards? Repeat again, rotate them forward, screwing them into the wrists. Rotate them backwards. And last one, rotate them forward and keep them as forward as possible here. Now gently shift your shoulder weight over your hands. You'll feel that weight drift into your fingers as well as that first knuckle line. Your thumbs are heavy, index, middle, ring, baby, straight elbows, shoulders depressed. Now press the fingers into the floor to press yourself back and flick the floor away. Nice. From there, we'll go hands lateral. So fingertips will go down and then through the callus line again and through the palms. I like warming up this in my handstands as when we bail, we tend to bail sideways. So just warming up our wrists to prepare for that. As we're shifting our weight side to side, we're also using our fingers to send ourselves back through center. So as you drift over your right, use your right fingers to send you back to the left. One last time each way. Again, your elbow pitch should still be forward and straight and your shoulders down. Finish in center, peeling the palms away, and then flicking the fingers. One last wrist. Actually changed my mind. Palms forward, palms forward. What do I feel like?
This one is rich.
So fingertips down first, then the palms. If you can't do both hands at the same time, you can always do one and then the other. With those fingers heavy, check in with your shoulders. They're down again. Blood donations will definitely be forward here. Keep those elbows super straight, fingers heavy. With straight elbows, can we sit back? Keeping those palms heavy on the floor. And then press back forward. This time add a gentle bend to the elbows and try to sit back into that. And then back to center. Keep the bend and peel the palms away from the floor and then the fingers. Nice. Shaking that out, we're going to end up flipping to our backside, warming up our hammy hams.
Also known as your hamstrings.
Yes.
But I love the old hammy ham.
Hammy ham.
Hammy ham.
From your back, get your hair just right, tuck your chin. From here, I like to have my hands on the floor, my hands on my hips, just to make sure that they're not wibble-wobbling around as I do this. I'm going to bring a knee in towards center. Right now, my foot is flexed, meaning my foot is pulled to my shin, and my ankle is close to my butt. Now, really close that leg tight, feeling your hamstring on the backside. Keep the tension on the hamstring, but slowly straighten your knee. So you're resisting that straight, making it hard to straighten the leg. Once you get to your full straight, point your foot. Try to straighten the knee again. This will be our foot of the day. Now from here, flex the foot, trying to keep the knee straight. And one more time, pointed foot, straighter knee. We're going to do one internal and external rotation. That means show your inseam of your pants to your face by externally rotating at the hip. And then internal rotation of the leg, showing the outseam to your face. Back to center. Let's get back to a flexed foot. Start cramping up the quad and then resisting the close with the quad as well as engaging that hamstring. Full closure, place the foot down. One more time on the other side. Knee comes up, heel towards butt with that flexed foot. Hold that tension in the back of your knee and then gently straighten the leg. Resist that straight. You're safe straight. From here, point your foot. Try to straighten the leg a bit more. Flex the foot, keeping the knee straight. Whew. Pressing the heel to the ceiling. One more point. Internal, external rotation. So external first, inseam faces your face. Back through center. Internal rotation, hiding that inseam away, but not hiking your hip. Back to center. Keep the knee straight. Flex the foot. And then with tension on the hamstring, start closing that leg. Feel the back of the leg, those hamstring tendons cranking. Full close. Gently place that down. Nice. We're going to flip over one more time to our knees and our hands. With either wrists, hands like this, or hands in that fist position on all fours. We're going to take a single leg and kick it out to the side. With this leg out to the side, we're going to explore different foot-feet positions. So right now that leg is out to the side and the foot should be flat on the floor. How's that feel? Oh yeah. Now, gently tilt your tailbone to the ceiling and then tuck it under. And then tilt it slightly and say that's where it's going to stay. You didn't say it.
That's where it's going to stay.
Good. Now we're going to peel the outside of the foot off and bring the instep on the floor. So you'll see the bottom of my foot. Hopefully it's clean. From here, with the tailbone tilted slightly, let's again externally rotate, inseam forward. And then internal rotation, the foot will come down. We might lift our heel a little bit to try to get that rotation. One more time each way. External rotation, making sure that we're actually trying to rotate the femur or the thigh and not just the ankle. Internal rotation. Back to that neutral place, either with your foot down or with the instep, up to you. I like my foot down. Keeping the tailbone long, we're going to do 3 sit backs. So we're going to press our hips back only as far as we can go without that shape coming out. Tail long. Press back through to center. Repeat 2 more times. We want that nice long tail versus the turtle shell. And center. Last time. Gentle sit back. And center. From there, bring your knees in, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Kicking it out to the side first with that nice long spine. Full foot down. Great. Adjust as needed here. From here,
Tailbone tilt.
tailbone tilt, that's right. Couldn't remember what I did. Tilt your tail to the ceiling, and then gently tuck it under. Repeat again. Tilt your tail to the ceiling and keep it there. Instep only on the floor now, so peeling the outside of the foot off. And then our rotations. External rotation, inseam forward. And then internal rotation, hide that inseam. As you're doing that, that tail or pelvis shouldn't be moving with you. Just the leg in the socket. I'm feeling this is more challenging on this side. I'm going to put my full foot down, keep my tail long, and do my 3 press backs. So tail stays long as I'm sinking back into the stretch and then coming forward. Repeat 2 more times. Gently sitting back, tail stays long and forward. And last one, gently sitting back and then rocking forward. Nice. Slowly bring that leg back into center. Get off your hands for a second. Look it, we're in this great position, Ian.
Ooh, nice. That's size of sit series. From here with those toes pointed, could you point them even more so that they lift up off the floor? Oh, maybe the arches are singing. From here, extend those hips through. Tuck your toes underneath. Hands or no hands, approach your toe squat. From here, stay on your toes and stand up if you could for today. Come a little closer. And then reset the heels to the floor. With the heels flat on the floor, our plie from parallel, press the knees over the toes. When they're out of room, continue to descend in your toe squat. Then knees to the floor. Your hips are in extension like a nice plank. Point the toes, come on down. Repeat 1 more time. Hip extension, tuck the toes, transition with hands or no hands to our toe squat. Stay on those toes as you grow tall. Reset the heels to the floor. Knees over toes as we transition to the ground. The heels come up as we continue to sit in our toe squat. Knees to the floor. Extend those hips through. Point the toes out the back. And Lauren's turn 1 more time for that down dog.
With our hands on the floor underneath our shoulders, we'll gently tuck our toes. Again, gently tilt, stop saying gently, tilt your tail to the ceiling with not aggression.
With care.
Now from here, lift your knees off the floor, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Keeping the tailbone long, slowly try to straighten the legs. Heels pressing towards the floor and breathing. Now rebend the knees. Tilt the tail to the ceiling again, pressing the floor away with our arms and shoulders. Gently try to straighten the legs. Breathe. One more time. Knee bends, tail tilts. Extend those knees, pressing the heels towards the floor. Don't worry if they're not there yet. Don't crank on them. Mine aren't even there. Gently bending the knees and coming back down to the floor. Pressing away back to our Saiza.
Saiza. Perhaps maybe your hands are on your bum cheeks. Give them a good squeeze and extend those hips to your tall kneel.
Squeezing with my hands.
Well, you could squeeze with your hands. Squeeze with the buns, feel with the hands. Squeeze with the buns, feel with the hands. Then tuck under toes. Assistance with the hands or not to the toe squat. This time through, could we find that place where we could get on full feet? Yes, the low back will probably round here, and that's okay, but from here, we'll stand up tall. Let's just find that toe balance up tall here. 4 seconds. Add a challenge by looking around. Nice and control. Or use that balance aid to your side for a little assistance. Reset, heels to the floor. Knees over toes. Continue to do that toe squat, keeping the hips over the heels for now. Then knees to the floor, extend. Tuck the toes, untuck toes. Sit back one last time. 3-point down dogs from here. Hands on the ground. Establish your nice high planks position. I probably need a little bit more room out the back. So from this nice high planks position here, I'll press my hands forward, point my toe to the back, and approach that 3-point down dog. Pulling my hands to the foot on the ground, I'll revisit that plank or planche position. Flick the toe. Is the leg straight? Is the toe pointed at the back? Are those hips level?
Square to the floor, too.
Cue up your handstands here and switch for 4 more, alternating rights and lefts. Toe point, 3-point position, square up, pull forward. Flick the toe, press the floor forward, keep the spine extended, pull back to planche. And one more time each side. Hands press forward, toes point back, pulling forward. Press and shrug those shoulders. Great cue for those handstands. Press the floor away. Pull to plank. Personalize your up. Nice and control. And we're here. Woo, that was a little bit quick on the up. The down dog. Sometimes we call that our elephant, which leads us to those zoological exhibits, starting with the down dog / elephant and continuing in a moment here with our bear crawl. Let's continue those feet and squats, Lauren.
All right.
Warm them up.
Quick feet warm up as we're going to be flicking away the floor like nobody's business. With our feet underneath, let's peel the heel away to the balls of the feet. Use the toes to point. Gently roll over the toes. Push into the floor to roll back over the toes to point. Through to the ball of the foot. Heel comes down, hips press through. Second side. Peel to ball of foot. Point. Gently roll over. Roll back. Ball of foot. Heel down, hips extend. From here, knees press over toes. And then stand up tall, extending. Repeat again. Knees press over toes. This time extend. Find your 2-legged balance again. From here, can the knees go back over the toes? Then the heels come down and extend to tall. Gently rotating out to that first position. Trying similar. Foot warm up first. Peel to that demi point. Use the toes to point. Roll over the toes. Roll back to pointy, demi, and down. Second side. Peel. Point with toes. Roll over. Roll back. Through the ball. Heel comes down. Now 2 squats. Knees press over toes. Drive down to tall. Knees press over toes. Drive down to tall and roll up. Then we're going to try to press those knees back over the toes. Find the heels and press to tall. One more. Point, toe ball, heel. For this one, we'll just get our pointer toes on. So gently transfer weight over to a single leg so that the ball of your foot is down on your toes. Now using your toe muscles, point and ball, point and ball. 3 more. Point, ball of foot, point. Well, I lost count. Point.
1 more.
And then down through the foot. Press the other way. Ball of foot, point. Ball of foot, point. Ball, point. Really feel the arch, feel the toes work. Last one on this side. Through the foot down. 2 squats from here. Pulling the floor together, knees press over toes. Press to tall. Pulling the floor together, knees over toes. Oops, I'm sorry, I advanced that. Press to tall, roll up to that 2-legged balance. Now from there, knees goes over the toes, heels come down, press to tall, shake it off. Nice.
Let's go to the zoo and continue with the bear crawl.
Roar.
Using our fold, transition to the floor, start looking towards the ceiling. Pull the chin down, crown goes high. Flex through the rib cage, continuing the fold. As much as we can, keeping the hips over top of the knees and feet. If the knees bend, that's okay too. From here, fingertips grip the floor, knees to the ground. Press through the hand as we did in that warm-up. I will press into my left hand, flick with my fingers, reach and land, fingertip, ball of hand, heel of hand. Nice. Then push forward to bring it back, but also land fingertip, ball of hand, heel of hand. Alternate on the other side. Press through the ground, driving the action through the hand, reach, fingertip, ball of hand, heel, and then push, flick, pull, land, fingertip, ball, hand. Think of those hands as we continue in our crawl. From a hovered position for additional challenge, or from all 6 points where I'll be today. Drive my left hand forward, lift the opposite knee, fingertips, callus line, hand, knee falls in the back. Repeat. Pull off the ground, driving the action through the hand, land, fingertip, ball of hand, down. Continue crawling around the floor, fingertips, balls of hands, heel. The hand leaves the floor in tandem with the knee in the back and lands also at the same time. Nice and control. Pull and push that energy away from the floor. Work on that hand dexterity. Feel the tension to help in your handstand.
And core stability.
Yeah. From here, we're going to squat, right, Lauren? Is that true?
I don't know, I crawled away from the board.
I know, I did too. So from here, let's just walk yourself
Clock.
back to a squat position.
Clock, but yeah.
Okay, so from the squat, stand up, and then, yeah, clock is on the menu. Let's do our quick clock.
Quick clocks.
Quick clock, quick clock. Horses galloping down Douglas here today. Quick
Okay,
clock.
because it's important to have straight legs on our handstand, we're going to do our first clock with both legs straight. Standing tall on that nice, straight, stable leg. Point the other leg out front. Pull underneath, knee stays straight. Reach it out to the 45. Pull underneath with adductors, knee stays straight. To the side. Pull underneath, you know what I'm going to say. To the back 45. Feel that glute. Pull underneath. On this last one, flex the foot. Reach behind you, leg stays straight. And then pull the leg back underneath on that flex foot. Repeat the other side. Point to the front. Return with a straight leg. Even when you point it out, it shouldn't bend when you go to reach it away from you. Pull it in with a straight leg. Reach it away on a straight leg. Pull it in. Reach it to the back 45. Pull it in. Flex the foot. Reach it to the back. Keep the knee straight. No excuses without a pointed toe. Pull it back in. Nice.
Great. We have one more animal to get in through today, and that's our lizard crawl, continuing to open up those hips. Eating some flies.
Yep.
You come chameleon. Squat.
Come on.
From here, walk out to your high planks position. Take a leg and bend the knee. Place that foot near the hand. If your shape looks like me, let's do that on a chair. So bring up the floor. If your shape looks like Lauren's, let's keep this working on the floor. From here, return to the high plank and switch to the other side. The leg finds the floor. The hands press in, breathe, and to the back. And if you were a chameleon, or maybe an iguana, how would you lizard crawl around the room? Watch, explore, transition yourself from a right leg in the front, kick your bum on the left, walk yourself around to the other side. And as Lauren is doing the same thing in this spot, that's nice too. But how would that lizard crawl for you? Maybe the lizard crawls right off the screen. Maybe they just move around. Last one or two. Nice in control. Feel it? Maybe one more.
It's hard to be a lizard in a circle.
And then end up in that squat and stand. Check it out. Excellent.
Great. One more clock.
Nice.
Warming up those ankles and pressing away the floor, getting enough press to do our, actually we're not doing kick-ups, but maybe later. With our feet underneath us. This time, our stationary leg is straight and our front leg will bend. Peel the foot off the floor, point, accept the floor with that toe ball heel, just like we've been doing all day, and press back to center. Repeat out to the 45. Toe ball heel land, knee compress towards over toe, back to center. Peel, knee front, knee opens, hips are still forward, point, toe ball heel land. Full foot down in center, press. This time, peel, knee opens, then hips rotate as well, new corner, toe ball heel land, press to center. Last one, peel off the floor, baby step behind you, toe ball heel, hips go back, stationary leg is straight, press through, pull underneath. Second side, peel, point, toe ball heel land, back heel heavy, press to center. Peel off the floor, knee opens slightly, hips are still forward, land, press to center. Peel, open the leg in the socket, soft landing, press to center. Peel, leg opens, and then rotating to that new corner, toe ball heel land, press to center. And last one, off the floor, little step, hips sink back, press through, center. All right, the time has come.
You got it. We have cleared that space on the wall out the back, and now it's time for our wall stands. Is that a drill that sounds familiar? If so, join us. If this is a brand new experience, we face the wall to make that handstand challenging. Often people will kick up into the wall, and if you do, approach it like this is the Mona Lisa on the wall here, and we do not want to touch the wall. But for today, we're working on that endurance, facing the wall. If that's new for you, again, modify in your high position plank or with your feet elevated on a chair to increase that load. Let's take our time. I'll start. We'll go in the I go, you go pattern here, and our first set, about 15 seconds on the wall.
To climb the wall, place his hands on the floor and then start walking his feet up the wall. As his feet go up the wall, his hands will go back towards the wall. You're trying to get as close as you can, but also to feel slightly uncomfortable, but safe. Once you're there, you're going to press the floor away with those shoulders, tuck the ribs to hips to maintain that hollow. 3, 2, and now to exit, either walk yourself out or find a safe way to dismount out either side. Whew. Nice. I did nothing. I stood here and talked. Normally I go in my squat.
Yeah, we'll either do nothing, because that can feel good too, just to stay loose and shake it out. Work in rest sets here. Lauren is taking that time climbing the wall, keeping a careful eye on that clock, aiming for 15 seconds. The fingertips I know are wide open, gripping. The callus line feels tension. It's not all in the wrist. Hanging out for 5 more seconds, that hollow cue, pressing the floor away with your shoulder shrug, and then gracefully coming down, either that cartwheel, wiggle it out to the side. So far, so good?
Yeah, great.
Great. Let's just work on a single leg balance in between. We'll be back to the wall very shortly. Start pulling up, leg here. Check. Maybe that's where we stay. If we could then, let's go knee over toe, little single leg squat here. Extend with those hips forward. 2 more repetitions for this first set. Nice and control. We'll try to add on over the course of multiple sets. Come back to the basics. Work on that single leg, plie, and extend. Switch your feet, press down, pull that energy away with a toe point, and same idea. Pulling up on that flexed hip here will help you get lower on the other leg. Extend the hip through. Use the balance aid like a friend, or something more stable like the wall bar here, but nice and control. Own those repetitions. Working on the balances for the hips and the feet translate well into the working. Ooh, did I miss one?
I did 4. I thought you did 4.
I thought you liked the number 3.
I know, but you did 4 the other
Did I?
one. I don't know.
Oops.
Okay, go climb
3
that
or 4,
wall.
my
again.
turn to climb.
15. What do you want?
Same, yes, nice.
Same. 15 seconds. Get those feet starting to climb. Hands working towards the wall. 15 seconds upside down. Or 5. Whatever works for you today. Grip. Press. Hollow position. Point your toes. Legs are tight together. Remember when you started. 3, 2. Safe dismount, however it's going to be. Nice.
Thanks for remembering when we started.
I think I was pretty
15 seconds. Oh, geez. This is that time in the workout where you might need to get a little bit low. Don't worry.
Are you ready, though?
I'm ready.
I don't want you to pass out. My time be like a minute.
I know the signs. Get low. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Controlling it. Working up tall. As Lauren said, tighten those legs. That's what I did. When she said hollow, that's for sure what I did. I think Lauren said shrug. I know she said breathe. And 5 more seconds. Own it to the end and finish like you could do it longer. Excellent. Let's return to that single leg squat. Same idea. Single leg squat, check. From here, extend the leg out front and stand up. Bend. 2 more of that, or 4.
2 more.
3s. Working on sets of 3 here today. Nice and control.
That new number 3.
Extend the leg, nice and tall, and under. And 1 more time with control. Extend the knee to tall, to the ankle, and then down. Look at those pointed toes, Lauren, looking great. Same thing on the other side. Pulling up, hugging center, flexing that knee over the toe. Extend the straight leg, and it'll get higher as you extend the hip. Flex the knee. Returning the foot to the ankle, descend in the plie squat. Extend, tall, flex in. And the last time here, nice and control. Nice control extension, straight knees. Pull under and repeat to the floor. Wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, yeah.
All right, you're back to the wall.
Back to the wall. Was 15 seconds good for you? Is that the low number? If it is, join us as we aim to double that number and approach our 30 seconds. Work on something low endurance, more higher endurance, wave it, and feel that awesomeness in the middle.
So you want 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
All right. For the 30 seconds, I'm going to hang out in my squat, just as something else to do. Here we go. Everyone's starting 30 seconds of something. If you find that 30 seconds is too long in that upside down position, come on down before then. I'll give you some 10-second updates along the way. When you are upside down there, press, hollow, toes pointed. Maybe you're, oh, I'm sorry, I missed my first 10 seconds. That's a 15-second warning. Maybe you're trying to find a little bit of balance off the wall. Great. Find that stability. Keep growing and pressing down. You have 5 more seconds left. 3, 2, and dismount safely.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
A little bit early on that dismount, but I didn't want to hang on to it for too much longer. I could hear the dragon breath coming out there. Needed to check in. In 5, 4, Team Lauren's up for those sets of handstands. Go. And that's, again, maybe hang out in that squat, just like Lauren here. So facing the wall, Lauren's hands are gripping. They're white. I can see them from here. There's a lot of pressure in those fingertips, sharing the load, not only to the wrist. The elbows are straight. The hollow body is the pursuit we're always trying to find, and we're breathing. and breathing. And Lauren has 7 more seconds. That's a nice long 30-second interval here. In 4, 3, with control, press the floor away, come up, add the wiggle, and shake it out. 30 seconds is a long time. Let's take a little bit longer rest here off the wall and repeat our single leg pliés in the front. This time open to the side. As we descend, the knee will face the side. Extend it, stand up tall, pull it in, and repeat. 2 more as you go knee over toe with one knee side. Extend with the toe point. Push the hips through. Pull underneath. One last time with control. Descend, extend to tall, pull in, close the knee to the front, and then grow taller yet again when it connects to the floor. Other side, same thing. Pulling up, descending in the squat plie. Open to the side. I might have done that order wrong, different, I'm so sorry. And then extend at the knee, and then pull in. Oh, Lauren, you're so good. Let's reset that. My mistake. Reset that. Nice and tall, pull one leg up, and then open to the side. From here, the single leg squat, then the knee extension out, and then tall on one leg, assemble back to 2. Knee faces side, we descend in that squat plie. Extend the knee, hanging on for balance here today, and then in, and the last time, knee bend, extend, tall, pull in, close, down. Thank goodness for the screen because I was looking at Lauren for cues on that one. This will be our last time on the wall. Is 30 seconds the right number or something a little bit more than the other?
I'll give the 10-second increment for real this time.
Okay,
You choose
good.
your time anywhere from 0 to 30 in, wait, it's an analog clock, just wait. 3, 2, here we go. Wherever you are, upside down, right side up. We are already hitting that 10-second mark now. If you're hanging out with me in your squat, that chest is lifted. We have full feet on the ground, prying apart those knees. If you're upside down with Ian, you've been there now for 20 seconds, and you're still growing, and you're still tucking, and you're definitely still breathing. 3, 2, safe dismount.
Love those upside down wall walks. Take your time getting low in that squat. Prepare yourself to do one more time inversions on the wall. Lauren's ready to climb. When she starts climbing, we'll start that time and go. Nice and control on the up. Finish like you could do more, and that includes these squats as well. Check in on those hips. In a squats position, this way, that way, wherever we are, we could try to pull those hands towards overhead, increasing the load through that T-spine and working on that shoulder flexion. Straighten those elbows, Ian.
Are you giving them 10-second increments?
I didn't. That's been 15 seconds though. You're halfway done. Maybe you come into your squat as I did there. And for 5 more seconds, toes are pointed. Hollow shape, grip, grip, grip on the floor. Dismount with control.
Right now?
That's all it. And nice and control.
Whew.
Just like that. We're done with the walls for today. Let's return one last time.
I mean, you can keep the walls up though.
Yeah, you can keep the walls up. Yeah.
I'm totally done with them.
But taking walls away creates this beautiful studio space right here. So sometimes got to get rid of those walls. But here we go, single leg squats last time.
That's me sledgehammering in the lamest way. Okay, here.
I thought that was like,
Yeah, go. Sorry,
yeehaw.
Sorry to distract. Go.
All right, here we go. Single leg squat with the knee in the front. Check. Single leg extension, leg to the front. Open to the side. Return to the front. Stand up. Return to the leg. 2 more repetitions. Knee over toe. Extend the leg out front. Rotate towards the side. Bring it back to the front. Stand up tall. Return under. Final repetition. Knee over toe. Extend the leg. Work it to the side. Back to the front. Extend. Under. Grow tall on it. This spot right here on that elevated leg, holy cow. Same thing on the other side. Pull up.
I get
ankle
lit
position.
up in the VM and
Nice,
BL.
great positions, whether it's this outside lateral hip or inside medial knee, strong places to feel that work. From here, we'll straighten the leg, move it out towards the side, back to the front, to tall, and under. 2 more. Knee to the front, extend, open to the side, keeping those hips facing forward. Front,
Whoops.
to tall, and under. And last repetition, knee over toe, straighten out the leg, open to the side, bring it to the front, stand up tall, pull under, grow tall, reset. We have 1 minute of fun on the board next. What's your version of 1 minute fun today, Lauren?
Free time handstand fun.
Free time handstand fun. We're gonna put 1 minute on that clock. Performance enhancing tips like tucking in our shirts,
Pulling up your pants.
setting that intention.
Remember, it doesn't have to be totally upside down. You could be doing your elephant or your down dog points, your bear crawl, your lizard crawl, and your wall stand if you really wanted to another time.
Go. Aiming for 1 minute to finish. Lauren will be doing her kick up, and I'm gonna go for that 1 minute handstand. Today is the day. Let's start in 5, 4, 3, and go.
Oh, you're
That was
jinxing me out.
distracting. Oh, I would love to pursue that full minute, but that was not so graceful. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds off and just finish with a nice entry and a clean exit. Finish on your own.
You go ahead.
Take your
I had a
time.
great time. That
One repetition.
It's probably one of my longest freestanding handstands, so I could just
Oh,
drop.
geez.
I could just drop my mic and walk out, but
I'll
I'll
give it
stay for the ending.
one more time here. Here we go.
One more time. Finishing so you had a good time. Finishing so you felt strong and your body remembers it for next time. And so that you do it again
You know,
next weekend.
might not always be perfect, but progression is very tough. We're going to be happy with our pursuit here and even happier to know that you'll join us next week. My name's Ian.
Lauren.
And together we stay strong with our bars, bells, and bodyweight exercises. We look forward to seeing you soon. Encourage you to take care. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.